Hi, my name's Isaac, and today when I came home, this was sitting on my doorstep. This is hopefully the Nikon D4, which I pre-ordered in January through the Nikon Professional Services, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what's inside. So let's check it out. The nice thing about ordering through NPS is that as I'm just now getting this camera, other people are still going to have to wait for months. That's what it looks like inside. Nikon D4, and it looks like they threw in a special surprise here. It says XQD Sony memory card and Sony card reader. I think they gave us a bonus for ordering early. I've got my invoice here, and that's it. The Nikon D4. This is like Christmas for me. Wow. So it does indeed come with the new memory format, the flash memory that they just released. It's supposed to be the new standard from Compact Flash, XQD, with write speeds that they're saying are going to far exceed eventually the fastest compact flash cards. And that's what the XQD card looks like. I have some pre-ordered through an online site, B&H, right now, but I'm gonna return the card reader now that I have the free card reader here. Wow, Nikon, you rock. So that's the Nikon XQD card reader, and it looks like it has a USB 3.0 cable here, so that's even faster than my MacBook Pro has ports for. Hopefully, when I get the new MacBook Pro with the Thunderbolt connection, it'll be able to actually process those speeds. But for now, this is awesome. A 16 gigabyte Sony XQD card and a card reader came with it, so that's a big bonus. I guess that's an alright deal, $180, $190 value when you buy a $6,000 camera, but I'm pretty stoked about that. Alright, so let's put these back in the box. We'll mess with that later. The sexy stuff is in here. Manuals, warranties, of course the ubiquitous strap, Nikon D4. This will probably never be on my camera. That's like a good way to identify yourself as someone who's never carried a camera before. I use Black Rapid R straps for most of my work, and then I actually use a clip-on strap that I can actually click off if I'm carrying a lighter lens. That's what the inside of the box looks like here. The big reveal. I feel like there should be music or something playing as this comes out. Wow. It's really awesome. It's lighter. I've owned a D3X before. It feels lighter than the D3X, empty without the battery. There's not a battery inside of it. That's good. You can ship with a battery. Let's see what else is in here. Put the box down here. Then, of course, all the cables, the hot shoe cover, essential if you're going to be traveling in rainy weather. The charger. For Nikon's new proprietary battery, of course, they couldn't make one that was backwards compatible. Their rationale behind that was that it needed to comply with Japanese environmental standards. I think it was probably so that they could just sell us these new batteries. They're supposed to last longer under intense shooting conditions than the previous batteries did, but it would have been nice to have backward compatible batteries, because I have a D700, which I brought for comparison, my D700, which takes a completely different type of battery. So let's take a look at the battery differences in these two cameras. You're going to look at the cameras first, just kind of see how the size is for both of them. Clear off this stuff from the table here. The D700 is significantly heftier. This is one of my all-time favorite cameras, though. It was the original low-light workhorse from Nikon, in my opinion, before the D3S superseded it as far as ISO capability. But this is just, you can tell the refinements have been made. It's a whole new styling for the top of the prism box. There are two control dongles on the back of the camera. It just has a very, very nice hand feel. And the vertical grip, this is the first time I'm handling this camera. I haven't been to any of the shows and gotten to handle pre-production models. The vertical grip is so nice. This indentation here underneath the vertical shutter is, I think, very nicely contoured. It's deeper. It feels more secure when I'm holding it this way. And you can tell it's an improvement over the MBD10, which is the attachment, the vertical grip attachment. This is so much heavier, but what a nice camera. So let's look at the batteries real quick. The ENEL4A is the previous professional battery that they had. It fits inside of the vertical grip and also goes into the D3, 3S, and D3X. And then this new camera battery is the ENEL18. And it has, the main thing is the ports are on the complete opposite side, so the electrical connections are, there's no way to even force it in there. They've made a significant change. So unfortunate that there's no backward compatibility. That would make using my old batteries and my old charger much more convenient. But if the claims that Nikon makes that it will actually last longer and is more environmentally friendly are true, then it might be a worthwhile compromise. So I'm going to charge up the batteries, put my card in, and get out and start shooting with this camera that I've been pretty much lusting after for ever since the D3 came out. And once I start getting some shots, I'll post them and share what I've got. But until then, look forward to playing with this, and hopefully you can see some videos in the future.